under the skin of the brand new BMW 5 Series. Now, this is the third episode, so if you missed the first two, don't worry, because they are still available to watch on the BMW UK Facebook page. We did a quick overview of the car and also had a real in-depth discussion about the design. But today is all about innovation and technology. And I'm very excited to say that behind me, you can see we've got the brand new 540i M Sport, and we've also got the FE. And most importantly, we have got Dan, our very own BMW genius. Now, Dan, for those who haven't watched one of these before, just quickly explain to us, what is a BMW genius?
A genius is somebody you'll find in a BMW centre anywhere, and they are not salespeople. So there's no pressure in talking to one of these people. They're very knowledgeable, so they can help you out with any query you may have regarding BMW. They can advise which BMW may best suit you. Or if you're struggling with any piece of technology you're unfamiliar with, then again, they're there to help you out.
And you're going to be here to help me out today,
exactly.
I hope, as well, because, of course, we are doing a Facebook Live. Feel free to ask us questions. If you've got some question that you've been dying to know the answer for, but you just don't know it, well, Dan is the man to answer it. Before the end of this session, we will be answering your questions. Now, I'm very excited because we are standing next to a car that is considered the most innovative car in its class, and once you get to know it, see how much tech and innovation really is there, you understand why it makes that claim. And it has won, not one, but 2 What Car Awards already this year.
It has,
Tell me about that fantastic achievement.
Fantastic start. The car hasn't even launched in the UK yet, and we've been awarded 2 really prestigious awards. So we've won What Car's Luxury Car of the Year, and the 5 Series has also won the overall Car of the Year for 2017. So what better start could you have? It's well deserved.
Wow, what a fantastic start to the year for this car. And it was an interesting start for me for this year. I went to CES, the Consumer Electronics Show out in Vegas. It's where everyone talks about the latest trends and innovations in the car industry. And there was one word on everyone's lips, and that was autonomous. Everyone's talking about it. Just tell me about the semi-autonomous functionality of the new 5 Series.
Yeah, the 5 Series, if you opt for Driving Assistant Plus, that's where the semi-autonomous features are brought in. So they're great for just relieving stress on a long motorway journey or heavy traffic situations.
Well, I do love my cruise control, because it really does, you know, if you're doing a long journey, I'm driving all over the country, doing long distances, and having that cruise control does take the stress away. But this is taking that to a whole new level. Tell us more.
That's right, yeah, you can get the 5 Series with active cruise control with stop and go functionality. So, as you say, you set your speed like you would with a normal cruise control, but the car in front is monitored, and if that car slows, you slow. If it speeds up, you'll speed up, so again, to your desired speed. The great thing about that in a traffic jam is if that car stops, you'll be brought to a safe stop, and when it proceeds, you'll follow.
Wonderful.
So yeah, again, really takes the stress out of it.
So it really does. I mean, yeah, the stop-start in a traffic jam really is a nightmare. But as well as, I suppose, making sure that you're always a safe distance between the car you're in and the car in front, what other safety features does it have?
That package brings in lane keeping assistant and active side collision protection as well. So the car will keep itself in the lane. So again, it's an assistance system that just for any momentary lapse in concentrations helps out, and it's monitoring the area around itself as well. So if you are getting close to other cars, again, it will just take slight evasive action to move you away. So again, that peace of mind.
It will remind you. And what about taking your hands off the steering wheel? Is it true? Can you do it?
It's true. When you use active cruise control and the lane keeping assistance from that package, when they're working together, that's where the semi-autonomous element comes in. So the car will drive itself on the motorway, where you can take your hands off the wheel up to 30 seconds. So you still need to be in control of the car, but it's for those momentary lapse of concentration where you just need that extra security that the car can take care of the driver.
It's amazing to see that technology is now already on our roads and will be available to buy. Now, speaking of all this wonderful technology, when can we actually take this 5 Series for a test drive?
February 11th. It'll be in the retailers, so that's when you can start driving.
Less than 2 weeks away.
Really soon, isn't it?
Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, cannot wait. I hope I can get myself on the list. Wow, look at this. Now, the first thing you notice when you get inside the car is bigger screen than ever before, isn't it?
That's right.
Is it touchscreen?
It is, yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, it's a fantastic system. It's the latest generation iDrives, ID6. And as you found...
There we go,
really
there
lovely.
it is. That's
Yeah.
what I was waiting for, because this is quite new, isn't it? Having this digital cockpit looks absolutely stunning.
It is, yeah. Again, a standard equipment on the 5 Series, and that interacts with your driving modes and any other infotainment requests. So, you know, as you cycle through, say we've got sport mode, you've got...
Instantly turns to red.
exactly, it just foregrounds the important information. And again, if you go
Do you
down to
instantly turn into a racing driver?
Some
Do you
say.
have the driving ability of a racing driver?
Do you?
Well, when it turns to red, of course. I instantly become Michael Schumacher. Now tell me about the other ways that you can interact with the car.
So there's 4 ways actually you can interact with it now. So you found the touchscreen,
Yes.
and we've got the traditional iDrive remote down here. But this 5 Series has the latest generation of voice control.
Okay.
So with a button on the wheel, you can talk to the car quite freely. You don't need to follow regimented or set commands. You can do pretty much anything you would normally do with the system by hand. So again, a great safety feature to not have your eyes diverted from the road.
So what? So I could go a bit more advanced than just, you know, take me home. What could I say?
Yeah, you could just shout the name of your favourite restaurant, and it will
Really?
find the nearest one and
Oh.
begin guidance if you wanted.
Okay,
Or
I'm
even
looking
book a
forward to
table.
testing that out.
And then the 4th element of it, which is my favourite, is gesture control. Now, if we turn the screen off, actually, probably better if you do it there. This sensor here...
Hang on a minute, what just happened then?
Exactly. Like
You
this,
just pointed and it switched off.
yeah, this sensor here for the driver monitors this area. So if you use that gesture, turn the screen
No.
back on, really good, isn't it?
Wow.
There's another gesture where you can turn up the volume of your media or down,
Okay.
just with swirling of your wrist and one finger.
All right. Well, here goes.
There we go.
I can hear. Oh, we've got some beautiful orchestral music playing. And down
Perfect.
again.
Yeah,
That's incredible. So you
Yeah.
can use that while you're driving.
exactly.
Brilliant.
Yeah, really, really good.
Now, there's one thing that I always do on a long car journey is I tend to forget my phone charging cable, which is
Yeah,
very
so do I.
frustrating.
Yeah, as today,
But
I've
you've got a
my
solution
phone.
for that.
I have, because I've
Tell
done the
me.
same of my phone. I forgot the cable. As always, thankfully in the 5 Series there's a wireless charging tray, so just pop your phone in there. You don't need any wires, and that'll charge.
And we all hate wires anyway. They always get in
Yeah,
the way.
they're
They look
messy, aren't
messy.
they? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that just fits away quite nicely in there.
Brilliant. Now, I've also
There you go.
spied that is the display key.
It is. Let me take this phone out. And yeah, the display key. We talked a little bit about that before, didn't we? So it's got the usual functions on here of lock, unlock, and boot release, but it's got a display here that's not too dissimilar from a smartphone display, actually. And this, you can see if the car's locked or unlocked, so if the windows are open,
Wow.
service requirements, if you left any lights on, range.
So you
really-
no longer do you have to have a sleepless night lying in bed thinking, have I locked the car? But it's too
Exactly.
cold to go outside and
Yeah,
check.
or worse still, if you've flown to another country or whatever. Then
It still will
no.
work if you're in another country.
Remember what condition the car was left in, so you can see
That's
exactly what's going
very
on.
impressive.
So, yeah, really
That's
useful.
going to be extremely
Of
useful,
course,
isn't it?
like a smartphone though, you do need to charge the key.
Right.
The battery life's good, but
But you can charge
after
it
a
in the
few-
car
Yeah,
when you're driving all the time.
so you just pop it in the pad there, and
dream.
that'll charge and forget about it for now.
Now, tell me a little bit about the remote control parking, because you know, some people that might live in cities or just even have the luxury of a garage, but if it's a tight garage and you don't want to kind of knock your door and dent your door on the way
Yeah.
out, it has this incredible parking
It is. It's
capability.
remote parking. Yeah. So if you option it on the car, you get a little button just here, which if you hold that, you could drag the car in and out of a parking space. So as you say, a tight garage, you don't need to be in the car. You can stand outside of it, so you don't bang your doors against the walls getting in or out. So I mean, if you have a new 5 Series, you wouldn't want the doors to be dented.
You definitely would not.
So
I'm
really
just
useful
dreaming of
feature.
the day when I have a garage. I don't care what size it is. But, you know, one day.
One day.
Fantastic. Now, the other thing about this is the heads-up display, because I believe that's bigger than ever before as well.
It is, yeah. Head-up display is 75% larger than the previous generation. It's that bit crisper, and because we've got more features and more information in the car, it can deal with all of that. So you can use your radio, your media, your music streaming services, phone book, navigation. Even when you're assessing your cruise control and distances, it's all done
right in front
there.
of me. So I mean, you literally don't have to take your eyes off the road.
Yeah, exactly that. So
That's
again,
brilliant.
a great safety feature as well.
Gosh, I'm feeling very safe in this car.
Yeah,
even though my driving might be a bit reckless. Now, we've had some questions.
Okay.
So I'm going to quiz you outside.
Right.
Thank you to everyone who has been sending in their questions during our Facebook Live. There have been loads, but we've managed to pick a couple of them. And this is when we're going to test out whether, Dan, you really are a genius. The first question is from Tessa Roper, my apologies. When is the 5 Series Touring being released?
Okay, good question.
This is the question I want to know as well.
Yeah, we've not announced a date as yet, but it is on the way. And it's
You
not,
know.
It's not. I know.
You know.
I know, but it's not all that far off.
Come on.
No, not yet.
Give us a clue.
Patience.
Not
but
that far off.
Just keep an eye on our channels over this next short period.
Period of time.
Yeah. we'll keep
Okay,
it vague.
right, Dan, I think you know more than you're giving away, but well, there we go. It's obviously coming soon, very soon. Thank you very much to Thomas Goodwin. He wants to know, is Apple CarPlay available either wired or wirelessly?
Yeah, Apple CarPlay is available wirelessly in the 5 Series. Just make sure you order that option from the factory. And within that, you could still use the split screen functionality, so you can have CarPlay on one half of the screen, and then on the smaller side, you can have navigation or other form of directions or onboard computer. So you don't have Apple CarPlay take over all of the BMW system, so you can have a bit of both. So
Brilliant, so
yeah,
they work
useful.
together
Yeah, really
seamlessly.
useful.
Well, that's good news for you, Thomas. Someone else has asked, is there going to be an i-performance version of the car? I want to know that too.
Yes, there is, yeah. In March, there'll be a 530e i-performance. That'll be a really exciting car. That'll be
Efficient?
Really efficient.
And fast?
And fast, yeah. It's a 2-litre petrol, mated with an electric motor. So, fuel consumption will be minimal, CO2 will be really low, so great for a corporate buyer because the benefit in kind rate will be really small compared to a normal combustion engine car. And yeah, as you say, electric power is really exciting.
It's what we love, isn't it?
So,
it's just a combination of the two powertrains. Now, finally, can you use Park Assist to parallel park even if there isn't a marked parking space? Very good question.
Okay, yeah, short answer to that is yes, you can. When you're in the car and using the Park Assist function, it's not looking for markings on the floor, so if you find a bay that isn't marked, it's not an issue. It's using the obstacles around to designate the space. So as long as you find a space that's big enough for the car, yeah, for sure the car will park itself into it.
Is there anything that this car can't do?
That's not a lot, is there?
It really is quite amazing. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. Dan, thank you so much. As brilliant as always. Now, if you are watching at home and you've got a question for a BMW genius, how do you book in for a one-to-one session?
You should look at our website. Very soon there'll be a banner on the homepage. You'll see it's quite obvious. If you click onto that, you will find the area to book a session one-to-one with me or one of my colleagues. And with that, we can discuss and view the car. We can have a walk around and work out, what 5 Series might be best for you and what you should have on it, and all the combinations to your taste.
And all in the comfort of your sofa at home.
Exactly. If you're feeling...
if you so wish.
Yeah, and if you're feeling that way, you could actually carry on to retail online and order the car. If you...
Gosh, at just the click of a button.
Exactly,
That sounds dangerous. That sounds like a very expensive shopping trip. Well, Dan, thank you again. Thank you all for watching. Now, we will, of course, be bringing you our 4th and final episode in a couple of weeks. Well, we'll be talking about the driving dynamics of the 5 Series BMW. It's really the reason why we all drive BMWs and love them so much. But it will be an episode with a little bit of a twist. I can't tell you much more at the moment, so make sure you don't miss it. Tune in and we will see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks very much.